Okay, so this is another question. Someone said earlier on, why do men not believe in being pure and treating their bodies like temples?
Kojo, talk about that. I'll say this real quick. First of all, we're not taught that. We're gonna start back on teaching. We're not taught that.
Yeah.
Even in the church, we're not taught that. If you go look back at it, we're not taught what women are taught. As little girls, they're taught to be pure. They have purity classes for girls. They do all that. They have these little pinky rings and promise rings and all. Men don't have that. We're not taught that at all. The culture doesn't teach us that. A lot of fathers don't teach us that. If our fathers aren't even present in our home, in our life, how do you expect to learn that from another man? It's just that we just don't get taught it. And it's something that I even mentioned in 2020. I was writing a letter to my future wifey on the episode I took about abstinence, and I said, wow, I said, God, you are worth the wait. I said, future wife, you're worth the wait. And I finally believe that I am worth the wait. I never thought that. And here it is. I'm 40. At that time I wrote that, I was 42 years old. And I finally felt like my body was worth something. Never was even communicating that. Men don't ever say, you know what, man, I want to save myself for the right woman. Men don't say that. They just don't say it. They don't even think it. They be like, even when a man gets married, his best friends, his groomsmen, his best man be like, man, all right, man, you out these streets now, more for us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they're not saying, you know what, I can't wait to find that loving wife like you found, and I can settle down and have wedded bliss like you. They like, shoot, more for me now, bro. It's like, it's that's just what it is. So the culture has to change and has to shift to even have conversations where men don't even look at themselves as no temple. Let's go from there. So when you start talking about this is Christianese, this is Christian words that we say our temple and our body is the temple of the Holy Ghost and we should not defile it and all that stuff. But the reality is the average man does not think like that, does not believe like that. Matter of fact, it's in the opposite, that if a man isn't, and I've heard women say this, we're going to keep it all the way lit. I talk to women and I ask them, women that are abstinent, a woman that is a virgin, I asked them, would you marry a virgin man that's 40? And when I tell you, every last one of them said no. I said, hold on, this don't make sense. You wouldn't marry a virgin guy? They're like, oh, no, I need a man at least know what he's doing. I said, but you a virgin. Why would you care? They said, we both can't be confused. I said.
Smart woman. She said she's planning for the future.
Kojo. So but that's what I'm saying. So you hear these women say that. Hold on, in the chat. Let me ask y'all. Would y'all marry a virgin man? I want to hear y'all comment. Would you marry a virgin man? Would you marry a virgin man?
I'm gonna put that across the screen. I'm gonna put that across the screen. I'm gonna put that across the screen.
Would you marry a virgin man?
Let's put that across the screen. Okay.
Because when we talking about they want a man to honor their temples, but y'all be looking at them crazy when they virgin.
Got a few answers here.
Yes, I would. Somebody said H now.
Yes, no. Jacqueline said hell nah.
Becca said she married one twice.
Wow.
She married a virgin guy twice. Or two different guys.
The third one, you got to marry someone who's not then. That's the pattern.
She said, if we cuddle, I know he's working with. Link said, Cap.
D said rather not, and I respect that. Because me, Leaf, I wouldn't want to marry ever. This is a real conversation that keeps coming up. Would somebody want to marry somebody who's a virgin? This is a real conversation. You know what I mean?
Yes, he'd have to have some awesome qualities. Well, he got to have some awesome qualities.
She said you got to cover because.
He said you got to have some awesome qualities if he a virgin. That's messed up. No, yes, no, I don't know. Yes, and pray he serves as if he is not mentioned to be. Yes, because we can learn together. I need my man well seasoned. Put that up there, Jacqueline.
Jacqueline is having a ranch over there, guys. She's like, I know my man seasoned.
I need my man. Nah, I'm too late in the game. She said, nah, she's too late in the game.
Just because you have sex doesn't mean you're good at it. This is very true.
Yeah, so if y'all got married young, that makes sense. So like Rocky Ann said, I married a virgin and we've been married for 29 years. Yes.
I love that.
If y'all got married at a young age and y'all got married at 18, 19, y'all young, then that makes all the sense in the world. Yep. I'm really specific talking about people. I don't know what y'all age
25 to 30 plus
35 years old.
Yeah.
40. Would you marry a 35, 40-year-old virgin?
I think we'd all be asking the question.
I'm 59. A virgin after 50? She got a thought. Yeah, would you do it? Paula man? Paula man, would you marry a 50-year-old virgin? 59-year-old virgin? He honored God. He been waiting. He been waiting for you, Paula. He said, I'm going to wait. And the Lord showed me Paula in the distance. And he saved himself. He's 59 years old. And he meets you. And you're 59. He said, I've been saving myself for you. Would you not be looking at him sideways? I know a 50-year-old man who is very handsome. He is a virgin. I admit I was like thrown off. Exactly, Mika. You was like, this guy probably don't like women. That's how he was been a virgin for so long. Or he may be asexual. He may be, you automatically assume that something was wrong. Yes. Like, what'd you do?
Said,
yeah, I'm calling out. 50-year-old man is very handsome. You're thrown off. Mika, why was you thrown off? Why was you thrown off about it? Because it just sounded wrong. It just sounded abnormal. It sounded like, what is going on? Yeah. But you assume that, Lynx, you said that that we already know what men will answer. A lot of men wouldn't even want to marry a virgin. Yeah, some of them would, but a lot of them feel like it's too much of a responsibility emotionally to deal with.
There we go. That's the answer, sir. That's the answer. Yep. It is way too much. I said this to my audience. I said, like, that myth died when we were probably like 15, 16. Yeah? When you were all talking about, man, what a pure virgin and them things. When you got older, you realize I'm not about that life. I'm so sorry, but I'm not here to teach. Once you've gone dark, it's very hard to want to go, you know what I mean? So yeah, the responsibility is a key word that you mentioned there, the responsibility, because that emotional attachment becomes so strong that navigating that space for a lot of us as men, I think it becomes very difficult for us to want to want to now experience that. So yeah, that thing died with us, a lot of us, when we were 15, 16. As we got older, once you start getting experience in that area of field, it's not really, and that's why I said, I even find it, if a man tells me he's super experienced and says, I want a pure virgin, I'm saying to you guys, I said to ladies, be careful of that guy. Because he's probably looking at you as somebody to help him cleanse his sins off. Listen, he's got nothing to do with you being a virgin. Like, because, he's wanting a virgin. What for? Because what? Be careful of this guy. Be careful of that guy. Yeah. Be careful of him. Yeah.
You hit the nail on the head. You said to cleanse his sins off. That's pretty deep. Because, like, even with me, I was like, it was an episode I did with Terry Ijeoma. It's called $40 Million Virgin. Wow. She's a very successful woman. She's $40 million strong. And she asked me on the episode, she's like, would you marry a virgin? I said, Now, for me, it went to, the reason why I initially declined it is because it goes against my feeling of unworthiness. I felt like I would be unworthy to marry a virgin. I'd be like, she'll be better suited with a guy that kept that same energy. I just felt better suited for that. Felt that she would be better suited for that. But again, that was attached to my unworthiness. But if God saw fit for that to be whatever it is, then it is what it is. But it wouldn't be my initial preference. This initiative. Yeah.
And I think, and again, because once you've eaten that fruit, like Adam and Eve, it is very hard to unsee what you've seen and to unfeel what you felt. Do you know what I mean? And the deeper you go, the more it's harder to turn back and to say that. Yeah. So, I mean, I think when you said about responsibility, I think that was a key aspect as well, because a lot of things, if we're talking about virgin, not even just virgin in terms of even just virgin, okay, sexuality, but sometimes people are even virgin when it comes to even relationships too.
Yes.
So it's like now having to teach you stuff about relationships. That is a huge responsibility on my end, yeah. And you're gonna see life completely different to me. I remember I was talking to one girl, and she was a virgin, and she was also a virgin in terms of relationships, and she was so green. I was shocked. And I'm talking about green, where she trusted everything that anybody said. I was looking at her like, do you trust what he just agreed? You didn't even... And I'm like, I said, I can't do this. I can't. No, because I feel like the bad person trying to tell you there are dangers of wolves in different areas every single time. It's like, what, every place is a wolf? Yes, every place is a wolf. That's the whole point. We live in a life where there's wolves around. And it's like, you don't realize that is a effort in itself to now... And almost, I think I feel bad because I feel like I'm having to darken your viewpoint now on life, your life, because I see as life has been a little bit darker now because of what I've experienced and what I've seen. I'm like, I don't want to remove your rainbows and clouds for you. Okay, I don't want to be that person that creates it to be dark, and I don't know how you're going to react when you finally go dark and realize the world is dark. How are you going to react? I don't know. We don't have that prior experience for that, so we don't know how you're going to react. I think that's also another thing as well. You know, I don't know how you're going to react when you suddenly discover the world isn't as rainbows and clouds and pretty as it always is. What's going to happen? You know what I mean?
That's real. That's real.